These are the 7 study tips out of the 91 study techniques which I personally used to attain university first rank and win a gold medal in neuroscience. If you already know them, feel free to skip, but if you're not sure and want to know a little deeper, watch till the end. It will be a life changer. Last day when I sat down and listed all the techniques I used during my studies, it came to 91. Yes, 91 study methods. Most of them are simple and practical. At that time, I didn't even know many of these techniques had names. I was just doing what worked for me. Now I know many of them are backed by neuroscience and they are named. And I want to share them with you. First, starting with the environment I study in. When I study, I never lie down. It's always in a proper sitting posture on a chair with a table in front of me. I have placed my table right in the corner of the room. In that way, there is nothing in my view to distract me. Just 2 plain walls. One wall in front and one on the left. That's it. And on that wall, I always stick a blank chart, usually in soft pink or light blue color. It might look simple, but it helps me focus crystal clear. That empty space feels like a fresh page ready to be filled with thoughts and clarity. That chart on the wall, it's not just a decoration. It's where I write down the things my brain tends to forget. Complex ideas, tricky vocabularies, key concepts. While reading, if something feels important or hard to remember, I just get up and write it down. Every time I come back to my study space, those words are right there, reinforcing themselves quietly day by day. It's a simple trick, but it helps shift things from short-term memory to long-term. And every semester, I switch the chart's color. That way, I mentally mark a new phase of learning. For example, first semester pink, then light blue in the next. It keeps things fresh yet familiar. Next is the 20-80 rule. In any chapter or textbook, only about 20% of the words carry the real weight, the keywords. Those few words hold the complete meaning. The other 80%, it's mostly explanation, grammar, and fillers that helps build the concept. Both are important, but when I write notes, I focus on capturing that powerful 20% because those keywords are what my brain really needs to remember. They unlock everything else. Sometimes students ask, where should I start? How do I finish everything on time? My answer is something I call the ant approach. Instead of getting stuck on either this or that, I break the large task down into small, doable pieces. And I don't wait for the perfect starting point, I just start small. When you break big goals into small tasks, everything becomes clearer. It's like walking one step at a time instead of staring at the whole staircase. You move forward and you don't feel overwhelmed and you gain momentum as time passes by. Honestly, highlighting textbooks never really worked for me. It felt satisfying in the moment. But when it came to actually remembering what I highlighted, it didn't help much. What did work was highlighting in my own notes, the notes which I prepared myself. That's where the keywords stand out. When I go back to revise, those highlighted words guide my memory. It's not just about color. It's about connection because I wrote it and I remember it. When it comes to taking notes, I like to keep it simple but effective, not like copying everything. As I write, I always write the keywords in red color, which is very important. Red is not just for looks, it actually grabs the brain's attention. The brain is naturally wired to notice red faster. So when I glance back at my notes, the key points stand out instantly. It helps me revise faster and remember better. Next is about the sleep. Sleep is an important part for me. Every night I go to bed before 11, and I even set that as a fixed time in my timetable. And here is something important. I never used an alarm clock. I trust my body and my brain to wake up naturally once it's fully rested. Still, I never sleep beyond 7 am. It's like my brain knows its rhythm. Sleep is not just the rest, it's where the real learning happens. It's during the deep sleep that the short-term memories are getting consolidated into long-term memory, which is happening in the hippocampus of our brain. That's why I make sure I get at least 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep every night. It's not just about how much I study, it's about how well my brain holds on to what I study. Next is about the time management. Time management has always been a core part of my study journey. Remember, time is equal for everyone, but what makes the difference is how we use it. There is one quote that shaped my thinking during academics. The quote is, "A person who uses the time available to him intelligently performs better than a person who is talented." In the beginning, I created a timetable, not to follow it perfectly, because honestly, no one does follow a timetable perfectly. But it acted like a guide, a framework for my brain. And over time, I didn't need the timetable anymore. My brain knew the rhythm. Now, what I rely on daily is a simple to-do list. Before sleeping, I write down what I want to do the next day. Right after waking up, I read it. I don't just list the tasks, I prioritize them. For what I use something called the Eisenhower matrix. It's a simple tool that helps me decide what to do first, what to schedule, what to delegate, and what to skip. It's based on 2 questions. Is it urgent or is it important? I will show you the template on screen. You will see how it sorts tasks into 4 clear boxes. This keeps my focus sharp and stops me from wasting energy on things that don't really matter. Next is about the diet. I don't follow any special diet. It's just a normal routine. But every day I make sure a few things are there. A good amount of water, at least 1 egg, chocolate, and a bit of salt. They might seem simple, but they really support my brain in my study process. And remember, this is just the beginning. I have got 84 more techniques to share with you, which work for me. So, if one of these ideas clicked with you today, imagine what the next few videos can do. Stick around, this series could change how you study forever.